in this video, we're going to tell you all the mistakes we made at SeaWorld. We're going to go through all of the rides, attractions, all of the things we usually do to help you have the best day at SeaWorld Orlando. Hello.
Hello.
Welcome back to Joe in Orlando podcast. It's been a long week before Christmas. So yeah, we're going to have a break next week. So we won't have an episode out next week, but we will have. This is literally our last video of 2023.
Yeah, it is.
Last video of 2023. Last podcast episode of 2023 anyway. Just so you guys can have a nice little break and then you can come back all refreshed and everything like that. Thank you so much once again to everyone that's liked, shared, subscribed, comments. Please keep doing so. If you've got any tips you want to share with us, make sure you comment down below as well. So yeah, news for the week.
Yep, come.
Big news, and it's not actually coming out of Orlando.
That's UK news.
It's UK news, and it's so exciting. Universal have bought about 500 acres of land in a little town called Bedford, which is not the greatest area. Sorry to anyone no offense to anyone that lives in Bedford. I used to live near there. They bought 500 acres of land, and they have registered the trademark name Universal Great Britain. So we hopefully we'll be getting a Universal here in the UK.
Yeah.
I'm excited. It probably won't be until Savannah's like probably about 12, 13, but that should be the perfect age.
Yeah, it will be, yeah.
Yeah. So we're really excited. I'm excited to see more news come out about that. But yeah, that's the news for this week, really. It's just very exciting.
Quite big news as well.
It's big news for us in the UK because our theme parks in the UK, they're good. But they're nothing compared to the likes of Orlando and even California and Japan as well.
Yeah.
Like in other countries, they just seem to do theme parks a lot better than we do. So getting a Universal over here, I think, is something that's going to put us on the map.
Yeah, maybe.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Hopefully it'll put the UK on the map in regards to theme parks. Anyway, but yeah. This week, Matt, what are we talking about?
SeaWorld.
Ooh, so excited to talk about SeaWorld. We did make a few mistakes here. As the video says, we're going to be talking through all of the rides, attractions, upgrade options that you got, all of that kind of stuff, so you don't make the same mistakes that we did. So yeah, we're going to go with the top part tips as we always do.
Yes.
You know what to do, Matthew. Chime in if you have anything of value.
I will do.
So we found the all-day dining deal, great value for money. We did.
And we got lucky this, didn't we?
We did. But you can bring your own food to the parks as long as you don't try and feed the animals.
Yeah.
So just don't try and feed the animals, but you can bring your own food. If you must see a certain show for like the orcas or the dolphins or anything like that, make sure you get there 30 minutes earlier. You get some great seats. We arrived about that time, half hour before, wasn't it? It was easy enough to get. Sorry, Draco's just decided he wants to join us. Having said that, there are some splash areas in some of the shows, which means if you sit in these areas, and I have experience of this, you will get soaked. And I mean, not wet, soaked. And it won't be like chlorinated water. It'll be like proper salt water, cold, absolutely freezing. So just bear that in mind. Infinity Falls is a flipping great ride.
But you will get wet. You
will get soaked, and I mean soaked. If you haven't seen our Escape to SeaWorld vlog video from our February trip, go watch that. I'll link it in the description below. You will see how soaked we were. Consider bringing a change of clothes if you don't like being wet, although the Orlando heat dried us up pretty quick.
It did, yeah. We were in like half hour. So, dry, weren't you?
Yeah, I think that was one of the mistakes we made, to stop bringing a change of clothes, but we didn't know. So we're helping you out there, guys. Don't forget to take in some of the aquariums. They're usually located under the rides. Like Manta's got one. Journey to Atlantis has got a really cute one. They are really beautiful. So make sure if you've got like 5-10 minutes before a show or whatever, before you need to go get a seat for a show, just have a look in the aquariums because they are beautiful.
Yeah, they are.
Savannah loves fish anyway, doesn't she? So she loved that. Consider quick queue if you're going on a busy day, which quick queue, if you're not sure what that is, it's basically SeaWorld's version of FastPass and Universal's Express Pass. Bear in mind they won't include new coasters like Pipeline, which I'm excited to talk about.
Yeah.
We haven't been on this yet, but we saw it. And Penguin Trek, which is coming in 2024. So it won't include those new coasters. But do consider it if you are going on a really busy day. I mean, we went on a day in President's Weekend. We went on Sunday in President's Weekend. And it wasn't actually too bad, to be perfectly honest.
No, it's quite.
I think that was one of the parks that's actually like less busy. So if you are planning to go around that time of year, I would say if you really must do a park on a Sunday, if that's all you can fit in, I would do SeaWorld, because that will be less busy than Disney and Universal. For sure. We found that we didn't take in all that Sesame Street Land had to offer, and I think that was because Savannah couldn't really go on anything.
No. Nothing.
She actually couldn't go on anything.
Little swimming thing.
Apart from the little splash pad. Yeah. So if you've got toddlers or kids, it's a really good land to explore. But if you've got bubbas, like little tiny bubbas, they can only use the splash area. But still take it all in anyway, because they do have parades and stuff, which I'll go through in a second. But yeah, I think that's kind of another mistake that we made, was that we didn't take in all of Sesame Street Land.
No, but we'll
do the theming and everything like that. We definitely
year.
Will next time as well. So yeah. Anything you want to chime in
with?
With
No, I think you got pretty much all of it.
Yeah, cool. Yeah. Right. Let's get going then, shall we? Oh, I love this planner, by the way. Don't forget, you can buy this planner digitally for just £10 on our YouTube shop, as long as all of the other Gem and Orlando merchandise that we offer as well, which will in the new year we'll get some samples and we'll show you, because they're awesome. Okay, rides and attractions. So as usual, we just lift off the ride and attractions and we talk about them if we've done them.
Yes.
So a lot of these first few are kind of Sesame Street Land themed. So Abby's Flower Tower, it's like a little balloon ride thing. Height requirement is 42 inches or 107 centimeters. You've got to be accompanied by an adult. If you're under that, no handheld infants. So yeah, a lot of these are no handheld infants. So your kid's got to be walking really and can support themselves on a ride. Cookie Drop, based on the Cookie Monster. Yeah, again, another one. If you're under 42, if your kids are under 42 inches, 107 centimeters, and needs to be accompanied by an adult. No handheld infants on that one. Elmo's Choo Choo Train. I was gutted she couldn't go on this one, because it was a train. It was a simple, as you like it, train, but guess under 36 inches to be accompanied by an adult, which is fine.
Maybe because it's high up.
Yeah, maybe.
And obviously they're quite worried about children falling out.
I suppose so.
Is that when we went to the restaurant as well, isn't it?
No. You're thinking of Universal again.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're thinking.
No, you sure? Because
the choo-choo train's just like the little choo-choo train that goes around in a circle.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, like we saw in the fun fair.
Yeah, sorry. It's all right. There's something else.
Yeah, no handheld infants on that one. Flamingo paddle boats. So if you decide to have a little mosey on in the lake, you can go on the paddle boats.
Okay.
Anyone under 56 inches or 142 centimeters, you need to be accompanied by an adult. And again, no handheld infants.
Well, that's well, it's a water, so if
cool.
falls
Yeah,
out
no,
water,
I can understand that. I can understand that one. Next one, Icebreaker.
That was wicked. That was.
So.
It's not
good. It's not intense.
It's not a long ride either.
No,
but it's just so good. You go up.
It doesn't have loops either, so it's a really good coaster if you like roller coasters, but you don't like inversions on roller coasters.
But it's so good going up and going backwards.
Seamless. The track switch is seamless. And the way they operated it was so quick. We were on straight away, and
there's no queue, was there?
There wasn't, because their loading was so efficient.
Yeah, it was.
I think the main queue was 20 minutes, not even that.
Yeah.
Because their loading is so efficient. That's probably the most efficient ride, I think, for loading and unloading that we saw while we were out there in all of the parks, to be perfectly honest.
I agree with that, yeah.
Yeah. Icebreaker, epic. You must do it. Height requirement on that is 48 inches or 122 centimeters. Infinity Falls. Oh, it was good.
That was epic, that was.
It really was. You all know Matt, he loves a water ride.
I think that's the best water ride I've ever done.
I think it's the best rapids ride I've ever done. It just
when you
think it finishes.
I know you say rapid ride. I think it's the best water ride I've ever done.
Really?
It's a class of water ride, isn't it?
Yeah, well, it is. Yeah.
I mean, the elevator goes up.
Yeah,
went
like
that.
just when you think it, like you go through all the bits and pieces like a normal rapids ride, and then all of a sudden you think it's over,
You get that,
and then you get sucked into this lift.
what is it, elevate? Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it gets sucked into this lift. It lifts you up, boom, and then you get
And you massive drop, didn't you?
soaked.
Oh, you go up, didn't you? You go
Yeah.
massive drop down, didn't
Oh
you? Yeah.
my god, it was just brilliant. It was like a water coaster, sort of,
Yeah, it was
wasn't
really
it?
good.
It was
Really good.
really, really good. We highly recommend it, but again, don't make the mistake of not bringing a change of clothes if you don't like getting wet. If you really don't like getting wet and you really don't want to get wet at all, do not do it.
Yeah.
Because if you go and watch our other video, we were drenched.
Yeah, we
Like
were.
literally, I could squeeze my leggings that I was wearing on that day, and water would come out of them. It was that wet. Height requirement on that is 42 inches or 107 centimeters. Journey to Atlantis, what a classic! It's been there for
Yes.
been there since the
Sort
dawn,
of like a
dawn of SeaWorld.
half coast, like half semi-coaster
Log flume.
and a log flume. Yeah,
So good.
still a classic though.
Yeah,
isn't
we
it?
got quite wet on that, didn't we?
We did. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's a classic actually, and I'm still glad they still have it there because I remember it from when I was like 9. Like,
Some bits are quite dated, but it's still worth going on.
oh yeah, absolutely,
If,
really
if,
good
if,
fun.
if you're there, nothing else to go on, or there's a massive queue somewhere else, go on that ride.
Yeah, definitely, I'll agree with you on that one. Height requirement on that is 42 inches or 107 centimeters. Kraken again.
It's some highlight.
Oh,
It's some highlights. Yeah,
great,
yeah, that's
yeah,
wicked. That is
really good. It is a bit dated, Kraken, because it's been there for a very long time in SeaWorld. I think it was one of their first coasters.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, one of their first big coasters. When they started building coasters at SeaWorld, when they started to break away from like
The animal stuff.
Yeah, when they started to
Yeah.
break away from that. Height requirement on that is 54 inches or 138 centimeters. This one, my personal recommendation, Mako. Oh my days. It was so good. You went on it. You did go on
I
it.
can't remember that.
It was the one with the big, you had the lap bars, and it was really, really high, and you would have loads of air
Oh,
time.
okay.
Oh, yeah, this is the one where Mum got to the front of the queue.
Just telling you, like,
She saw how high the lift hill was, and she was like, no.
I don't remember that ride.
No, you did it towards the end of the day, I think.
I can't remember
But
that.
my personal recommendation, I would say definitely do it. It is very intense, but do it. Height requirement on that is 54 inches or 138 centimeters. Manta.
Actually, Mum's favourite, wasn't
It
it?
was my mum's
She went
favourite.
out 3 times, didn't she?
I went on it once and I couldn't do it again. It felt so intense for me. And you guys know me, you know I love my coasters, but that was a bit too much for me. My mum was like, "Oh, it's just like Air or Galactica at Alton Towers," and it really isn't.
That was a good ride.
It really isn't.
I went it twice now. Then
You did. You went on it with my mum twice, yeah, because she wanted to do it again. Height requirement on that is 54 inches or 138 centimeters. You are lying down on that coaster, so it's like you're flying in the stingrays and everything like that. So yeah, the next one is not open yet.
Oh, the new
But
one.
it will be when we visit in September.
White
Penguin
Line.
Trek. It's going to go all through
Oh,
the...
Penguin Trek.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's going to go all through the land of the penguins.
Was it a coaster or?
It's a coaster.
Oh, okay.
It's a family coaster.
So they've got 2 coasters coming out next year. It's new, 2 new coasters.
They've got one, and then Busch Gardens has got the other one.
But it's the Pipeline. Is that new? one?
Pipeline's open already.
Yeah, but the new ones we haven't been on yet.
Oh,
though.
yeah.
That's what I meant.
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So there's 2 more coasters we haven't been on yet. Then.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I didn't know that. I thought just one.
Yeah, they're really... SeaWorld are really getting in on their on the coaster game.
I think they're trying to get away from the.
But I think they are trying to get away from the
animal
animal.
stuff.
Yeah, of course. That's opening in spring 2024. The height requirement on that is 42 inches or 107 centimeters. This next one, Pipeline. I really wanted to see it testing. I really wanted to get some footage of it testing, but it wasn't tested.
It's still being built, wasn't it, when we were there, wasn't it?
But it was pretty much, the track was built and the cars were there. I thought it was going to start testing.
Yeah, it's all
Because it
haulage
opened I think it literally opened like a month after.
Oh, was it? Okay.
Yeah, like a month or 2 after we were there. But it looked, we watched POV of it the other day. It looks
good.
Oh, it looks so good. We can't wait. The height requirement on that is 54 inches or 138 centimeters. The premise of the coaster is obviously you're surfing. So it's like you're sort of half standing up and the floor moves like ergonomically like you're surfing. So it's really cool technology. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to that one.
Yeah, so am I.
Really looking forward to that one. Rosita's Harmony Hills, that's another little kids ride.
Okay.
No height requirement on that. Again, no handheld infants. Rubber Ducky Waterworks, that's the splash pad in Sesame Street Land that Savannah was in.
To be honest, yeah,
Yeah,
that's fun.
really
Wasn't it, for
cute little splash pad if your kids are bored and you want to just let them have some
and
energy.
if it's a hot day as well, obviously,
Mm.
it's quite
But
nice to cool down.
please don't make the same mistake we did. Again, another mistake we made. We didn't bring a change of clothes. We didn't bring her a costume. Bring your kids a swimsuit or a costume. Or some extra change of clothes because Savannah got quite wet. Didn't she?
Yeah,
we had no other clothes. Sky Tower. Now this wasn't open when we went, but this has been around since the dawn of time.
Is that the big tower you got?
Yeah,
No.
it's been there for years.
Yeah, I know it's been a few years.
Have you been on it?
No,
I've never been on it.
I'm not very young.
I've never. I don't remember going on.
So it's like a what kind of?
Yeah, it's just like an observation tower thing that spins around, like see the whole of Orlando and that kind of thing. So if you're up for that, you can take your baby. You can take your babies on that as well. So, Slimy Slider. I think that's a coaster kind of thing.
Okay.
A little kiddie coaster. Guests under 42 inches or 107 centimetres need an adult. Again, no handheld infants on that. Now, I was really annoyed about this next one because it's a carousel. She should have been able to go on this one.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
Sunny Day Carousel. She should have been able to go on this one. Guests under 42 inches or 107 centimetres accompanied by an adult. No handheld infants, which I find very odd. For a carousel, there's always like even if you can't put them on the horse, there's always like a little section where you can sit with your baby.
There must be a reason why I've done that though. Obviously, maybe there's an accident prior to them changing the rules.
Do some research into that. If anyone knows why SeaWorld's height restrictions are so strict,
there must have been a few accidents there, and that's why they had to do it.
Maybe, but yeah. Anyway, this one, Super Grover's Boxcar Derby. That's a little kids coaster.
Okay.
Height requirement on that is 38 inches or 97 centimetres. And I believe that's all the rides and attractions.
A lot of coasters there, isn't there?
Do you know what? SeaWorld, in the last like sort of 10, 15 years, maybe 20 actually, like SeaWorld have really upped their coaster game.
I think apart from Busch Gardens, I think SeaWorld probably got the most coasters. At all the parks, maybe.
Well, I remember, and I think you remember this as well, going to SeaWorld and there being like nothing. Just animals. It was just purely animals.
I don't remember any coasters there when I went there in '99.
No, there would have been. Kraken would have been there, I think.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, Kraken was there because I skipped on it on that time when I went.
Yeah, I don't remember that. But yeah, you're right. When I was really young in like early '90s,
it was just animals.
Just animals, which is still good, obviously.
Still lovely, but
it's good that they've trying to move away from that kind of stuff.
Yeah, definitely. Although I think they're trying to focus more on like the conservation aspect of their animals now. But yeah, we're going to move on to the shows and parades that you can see. We did see one show. We saw one show and we loved it. And you can see a clip of that on our Escape to Adventure SeaWorld Orlando video. Times and performances are subject to change. Just check the SeaWorld app on the day, or if you don't have the app, they will give you the times. They give you a list. They gave us a leaflet, didn't they, with times on it and stuff as well. So they give you that as you go in. Dolphin Adventures. We didn't see this.
No.
Actually. I would like to maybe do that this time, the dolphin show, because I love dolphins.
I remember seeing that at dolphin shows.
It's been there years.
No,
you've seen the theatre?
No, I didn't remember seeing it myself. I remember seeing like the theatre when we walked past it.
Yeah, we did walk past the theatre. Yeah. Again, it's a dolphin show. There's not really much.
That'd be quite fun, though, wouldn't it? Dolphins.
Yeah, I think I've seen it once before. The next one is the one we saw, is the Orca Encounter.
Oh, that's a big stage thing, isn't it?
Yeah, really loved that. My only gripe with it, and I think my mum would agree with it as well, is that with the whales, you could see that they weren't really happy because of their fins.
Yeah.
Again, I don't know if that's a myth or anything, but that's just what I've heard, that if their fins are down, that means they're quite sad. But great show anyway. We laughed at everyone getting wet.
Yeah. Down the front.
Sea lion and otter spotlight. I would like to see. I love a good sea lion show. I just think they're such clever animals. Sea lion and otters as well. So I'd be interested to see. And then in Sesame Street Land, they have a Sesame Street party parade, which I think we should stick around for.
For her,
yeah, for Savannah, I think that'd be quite good for her. I think it's the only parade that SeaWorld do.
Okay.
So yeah, that's all the shows and parades. We're going to go on to animal encounters next, because even though that SeaWorld are trying to move away from that kind of thing, they do still have a lot of animal encounters that
Yeah.
you can see. You've got the alligator habitat, Antarctica, Empire of the Penguin, which is where Penguin Trek's going to be built. It's built around those.
We walked through, didn't we?
We
Place.
didn't. It was, the queue was massive. Do you
No,
remember?
we walked through the actual.
Yeah, the area. We walked through the
Yeah.
area, but the
Yeah.
queue to actually see the penguins was huge.
Yeah, so
So
we tried, didn't
it's
we?
very, very
We
popular.
tried, didn't we? To get in
Yeah,
there, didn't we?
it's
Yeah.
very, very popular. So I would say, if you're going to do that, you need to go do that at the start of the day, or you need to get a quick queue, because you can quick queue that one.
Or you could do it maybe when everyone else is at lunch.
Yeah, that's another good time to go, or right near the end of the day as well. So there's a dining with orcas encounter in one of the restaurants.
Yeah.
You need to reserve that. Prices are from $31 per person on that. I don't know. I'm not really interested in that.
No.
I'm not really, it doesn't really intrigue me, to be perfectly honest. You can see them at the orca encounter. You probably get a much better view as well.
Yeah,
so.
Again, some people might like the orcas.
Oh yeah, like some people might be like really like
yeah.
might be their favourite animal or something like that.
Yeah.
Dolphin encounter. Now, we didn't do this time, but I did do it last time, and it's lovely, because you can't do much with them. You can only sort of like touch their, like, you're not allowed to touch their blowhole. You're not allowed to touch their mouth. You could just pat them on the head. That's all you can really do. They're very strict on that, and obviously you're not allowed to feed them,
obviously, yeah.
for obvious reasons. The dolphin nurseries, that's where all their babies, because they do have a breeding program there for dolphins as well. Obviously they'll all be born into captivity, but probably be safer there than they are in the sea right now, with everything, with poachers and
yeah.
all that stuff. Flamingo Cove, that's literally just as you go in. That's really nice. Love the flamingos.
Yeah.
They're beautiful animals. You can see them just as you go in. Jewel of the Sea Aquarium. This one's underneath Journey of Atlantis. We did have a quick look, didn't we?
We did, yes.
Yeah, Journey of Atlantis. It was really beautiful, actually. I'd definitely recommend that. The Manatee Rehabilitation Area. Obviously, manatees are native to Florida.
Yeah.
Florida's coastlines. So they have a lot of, they take in a lot of injured manatees and they rehabilitate them. But you can also go and see what they do for them.
That's
and
good.
Things like that as well. The Manta Aquarium, we had a look in here as well. That's just under Manta.
Yes.
As you exit. Really beautiful. Again, totally recommend the aquariums.
That's before the gift shop, wasn't it? I think it was. Yeah.
Yes, beautiful, beautiful. Orca underwater viewing. So when the orca show isn't on, there's like where their usual places where they live. They have like you can go into the tunnel and look at them, stuff like that. Pacific Point Preserve. Now, I don't have a story from our recent trip, but I do have a story from one of my previous trips. My brother dropped his hat.
Oh.
In the he was only like, what was I, 12? So he was like 6.
Yeah.
At the time. No, he wasn't 6. He was about 8 at the time, and he dropped his hat in the sea line. The sea line ran off. He just saw this massive sea lion, just went, thought it was food, and just grabbed it and just walked off with it. So I'm sure the keepers probably took it off them, but it was quite a funny story, actually. But you have to be really careful with them, because you can, they do have times where you can feed them, and they will actually give you, the keepers will actually give you fish to actually feed them, but they are ravenous creatures. They are ravenous creatures. So just bear that in mind if you want to do that. Double check the timings on that as well when the feeding is. Pelican Preserve, I don't know where this was. I don't remember seeing it.
No, neither do I.
In any of my trips, but it's around somewhere. SeaWorld Coral Rescue Centre, that's by the Manatee Rehab area.
Yeah.
And the SeaWorld Rescue Centre. So that is it's like a hub where you can go in and you can have a look. We did walk past it. It's sort of near guest services. And you can see all the work that SeaWorld do for sea creatures around the globe, and in Miami as well. So they do quite a lot there. Shark encounter. I don't remember. Did we see the sharks?
No,
I don't remember seeing the sharks. There were sharks there. One thing I do want to go back to.
Stingray.
Yes, stingray. If you don't know me very well, hi, I'm Gemma. I love stingrays. Are my favourite sea creatures. And when we were going to do an adults only trip, we were going to go to Discovery Cove, which actually is coming up very soon, the episode for Discovery Cove. We was going to feed the stingrays, and that was like my ultimate like girl dream.
Yeah.
Was to swim and feed with the stingrays. Hello, Draco. You joining us or not? Okay. Yeah, so I want to go to the Stingray Lagoon.
Yeah.
Because they're lovely animals. The wild Arctic beluga whales. I didn't even know they had beluga whales there. Again, that's near the Antarctica Empire.
There's a lot more animals there than I thought there was.
Yeah, I don't think they put so much emphasis on it now.
They should do.
They should, because they do a lot for conservation, or whatever. But obviously, they are notorious in the past for animal cruelty.
I think it's more the everyone highlights the orcas.
Yeah, they do. They do very much. So.
They don't look at the other things they do very well at.
Yeah.
Like, as you said, they keep animals out of trouble and stuff like
that.
Yeah,
exactly. They rehab manatees and rehab and send them back into the wild.
Like, all their emphasise on the orcas, don't they? Because that's where they. To be honest, that's what the main attraction is.
Yeah.
The orcas.
Yeah,
which
I would
is
agree.
a shame, but it is what it is, I suppose, isn't it?
Yeah. So that's all the animal encounters. So we're going to move on to dining options. What we'll do is we'll tell you what accepts all-day dining deal, because we are doing all-day dining deal next time, because they're doing an offer in the UK.
It's free again?
Yeah, it won't be free. Right. You tell the story about how.
No, you tell a story
about how we got everything for free.
Well,
something went wrong with our currency card.
I don't think that's right. I think the overaged 69-year-old.
He said I was too tall.
So I was too tall for all the rides. I think he mucked up.
No, because even with the stuff that we bought in the shops, it didn't come off. Basically none of the money came off our currency card. None of the money, everything we bought in SeaWorld that day, nothing came off the currency card. So we basically got like the dining deal for like free.
$150, wasn't it? I think.
Yeah, roughly for three of us. Yeah. But I still think that's not a bad deal anyway, to be honest. But the next time we go...
we're going to make sure we go to that white-haired guy again.
Might not be there.
No.
He might have retired. Might have been his last year and he didn't care.
No. We just got lucky, to be honest. Just got lucky.
Yeah, we did. Next time we go, we are getting the all-day dining deal again, but it is included with our ticket, because we're buying a SeaWorld, Busch Gardens and Aquatica ticket. But in that ticket, you get the all-day dining deal for all 3 visits. So it works out really, really cheap for us.
I'm a little bit concerned now.
What?
Because SeaWorld might watch this video and think, okay, I've got to remember those 2 faces and charge us next time for it.
Doubt it. I highly doubt it. Highly doubt it. Anyway, we're going to go on to the a lot of the one thing I will say, and this is a mistake we made. Actually, it wasn't a mistake we made. It was a mistake that gentleman made. He told us that there were sit-down restaurants available that you could use the all-day dining deal in, and snack locations you could use the all-day dining deal. But that's not true. It's only quick service locations.
I think it's more the fancier restaurants you could not do the dining deal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, right? That's right.
But obviously as you said, quick service places, the people who want to spend a little bit less money on food is the quick service diet. That's dining.
Yeah. Okay, so the first one is Altitude Burgers. We did try and queue up here, but it got really busy. There's one next to Icebreaker, wasn't it? Do you remember?
Yes.
It was like ridiculous. That accepts all-day dining deal, and again, as I say, that's next to Icebreaker. Captain Pete's Island Hot Dogs. Self-explanatory.
Just hot dogs.
That accepts the all-day dining deal, and that's next to Stingray Lagoon. Coaster Coffee Company, that's your Starbucks. Like, literally, I feel like every theme park in Orlando has a Starbucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, literally, like every theme park in Orlando has a Starbucks. That's at the main entrance. Edie's Ice Cream Parlour. Ice cream, that's near the main entrance. Expedition Cafe. That's multinational, so it's all over the world food.
That does accept all-day.
That does accept the all-day dining deal, and that's next to Antarctica Empire of the Penguin. Flamecraft Bar. That's bar and lounge opposite the Seaport Theatre. That's next to where we ate the first meal we ate.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Which we weren't too keen on. The Glacier Bar, which is opposite Icebreaker, that looked massive, didn't it? Did we get drunk in there?
No, we
were going to, weren't we? But we didn't in the end.
No, it's too busy.
Yeah, it was too busy, but it's huge.
It's huge
bar. Yeah, huge bar.
Loud music there, wouldn't there? I remember.
Yeah. So that Lakeside Grill. Now, I know this is a sit-down restaurant, we didn't go here, and I think it was because it was Mexican and it was spicy food.
Yeah,
This is the only, I believe this is the only sit-down restaurant in SeaWorld that accepts the all-day dining deal. That's opposite Sea Lion and Otter Stadium. Mama's Pretzel Kitchen, pretzels, near Orca Stadium. Panini Shore Cafe, that's your breakfast and sandwiches. So I didn't know this, but that was open in the morning.
Oh, okay.
Because we were a bit annoyed that nothing opened until like 11.
11, yeah.
But actually, this Panini Shore Cafe was actually open and it accepts the all-day dining deal.
Hidden,
It's breakfast and sandwiches. It's next to Mako. That's because it was a bit further up.
Yeah,
and we'd only just got in the park.
It's hidden, that's why.
But we know now that when we go next time, we can have breakfast there.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Rather than having to wait till like 11 o'clock. Because that was ridiculous.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, another mistake we made. Sea Fire Grill. We ate here.
Very basic, wasn't it?
The chicken was very dry.
Chips are okay, if I remember.
Chips are okay, yeah, but it was
the chicken. No, you're right. The chicken was.
It was really
good.
bland. It was really, really bland.
Was it? It was quite cold as well. The chicken, wasn't it?
Yeah, it wasn't, and it just opened as well. We thought that was a bit weird.
It was dark as well. I'm sorry. We sat in like a big theatre thing, not like a sort of silly theatre,
like a stage.
And it was very dark in there. Very dark. Very strange that one actually.
But we don't recommend that one. That accepts the all-day dining deal. That's opposite the Seaport Theatre. Sesame Street food trucks. It's all sorts. You've got tacos. You've got all sorts of that. And that's in Sesame Street Land. Sharks Underwater Grill and Bar. Now, if you want to dine with the Sharks, it is an extra cost, and you need to make a reservation. That's next to Shark Encounter. Sweet Sailing Candy Shops. That's your sweets at the main entrance. The Sabbath. There's like 4 bars here, and I didn't even realise it.
Okay.
At the Sandbar, which is a bar and lounge next to the Sky Tower. Voyager Smokehouse. This is barbecue stuff. We really enjoyed the food. Yeah. We enjoyed the food here. This is where we ate for our main meal.
Yes.
I had the brisket.
That's that little, like a little town, like a little,
little market thing. Oh my god, the food was really, really good. It's quick service, but it was really, really good. Apart from the cookie at the end, that was gross. I didn't like that, but the beef brisket.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, it's nice.
Chef's kiss.
What did I have?
You had a burger.
Oh,
because you always have a burger. But yeah, that's our recommendation, definitely. If you've got the all-day dining deal, or even if you haven't and you just want something quick and easy but delicious, and fairly reasonably priced from what I could see.
That was good. That was. Think about
really
it.
Good food.
The queue wasn't that long either.
Yeah, no, it was all right actually. To be fair, that's. Again, that accepts all-day dining deal, and that's opposite the Sky Tower. You've got the Waterway Bar, which is behind Infinity Falls. It's bar and lounge, and the Waterway Grill. We did get a drink in there. Yeah. Remember that? We did get a drink in there. And that accepts the all-day dining deal behind Infinity Falls as well. So yeah, that's all the dining options. We've got 2 more to go because I've got a load of upgrade options.
Okay.
SeaWorld have upgrade options. So shopping and merchandise options. You've got Build-A-Bear. All the SeaWorld parks tend to have a Build-A-Bear. Like Busch Gardens, Aquatica. Actually, Aquatica doesn't have a Build-A-Bear, but those kind of parks, they do have a Build-A-Bear. Coconut Bay Traders, which is dolphin merchandise. That's next to the Dolphin Theatre. Exit Gifts, that's souvenirs before you exit, or you can even go in there if it's open when you get in the park. Main entrance. Finn's Gift.
Oh.
That's shark and whale merch.
Oh, okay.
So that's next to Shark Encounter. Flamingo Point, which is all flamingo stuff. That's near Flamingo Cove. I love that these, they have separate shops for each animal.
That's good though, isn't it?
I love that. Because if you love penguins, don't you?
Yeah.
You're quite a big fan of penguins, aren't you? And there's the next one actually I'm going on to Glacial Collections, the penguin merch. That was a shop, and it was just full of penguin stuff. It was great. It was lovely. That's Golden Seahorse Gifts. That's souvenir and clothing. That's the exit shop for Journey to Atlantis. Guy Harvey store. I have no idea who Guy Harvey is, and I really should look that up.
I've heard that name.
Well, there is a Guy Harvey who's the lead singer of Elbow, but I don't think it's that Guy Harvey.
I've heard that guy. Yeah, I've heard.
I don't think it's that Guy Harvey.
I've heard that name before.
And that's near the Sky Tower. High Surf, which is your pipeline merch. Really gonna muscle in on that. I think. Get like a nice, cool Hawaiian shirt or something. That's the exit shop for pipeline. Hooper's store, which is Sesame Street merch. That's in Sesame Street Land. Kraken Gifts. That's your exit shop for Kraken. Oyster Secret, which is like islandy kind of gifts, and that's at the waterfront. SeaWorld Rescue Store, which is like all the rescue merch. And if I believe if you buy something in there as well, a certain amount of the proceeds go towards the rescue missions.
Oh, that's good.
And stuff like that. And
good.
Yeah, so definitely if you want to buy a keyring or something, I would probably go in that shop because the proceeds will go to a good cause.
Good cause,
yeah, of course. SeaWorld Store, which is your flagship SeaWorld merch. You can get anything SeaWorld in there, can't you?
Did we go in there, did we?
We did, yeah. It's quite a big shop.
Did we buy anything in there?
I think we bought a keyring.
Oh, okay.
And that's the main entrance. Shops at the waterfront. It's like a market. That's where all Voyager smokehouses, all that kind of stuff. Quite a nice little area to chill out in, actually. I think
that was,
I think so. Trek Treasures, which is turtle merch, and that's at the SeaWorld Rescue area. Whitewater Supply, exit Infinity Falls, although I really wasn't looking at anything in there because I was absolutely drenched and I just wanted to get out into the sun where it was warm, and I was like, I was shivering. It was so cold, that water. And the Wild Arctic Gifts, so that's near the Wild Arctic area as well. So that's all your shops.
Loads of shops there, isn't
there? Yeah, good selection of shops there, I think. Now we're going to move on to seasonal events because SeaWorld have really upped their game with the Halloween stuff too.
Okay.
Howlow Scream, which is the adult or teen or young adults to adults version of Halloween. So like your Halloween Horror Nights in Universal. That's from September to October. They also have an event for family. They have a family Halloween event as well, which is Spooktacular. So that's usually during the day, and then you buy your ticket for Howlow Scream, and that would be the scary stuff in the evening. Christmas celebration. They do a lot of Christmas stuff around November. Yes. That's November to January. And on New Year's Eve, they do a lovely firework display over the lake as well. So if you are there for New Year's Eve and you don't fancy doing Epcot, although I would recommend Epcot New Year's fireworks because they're epic.
I'm sure SeaWorld do a good job of it as well.
Yeah, if you want to go if you want to go there New Year's Eve and see a nice firework display, go for it. So we've got this. This is a new section that we haven't had in the previous videos because Disney and Universal, they've got so many bleeding upgrades and stuff. I couldn't list them all. But with SeaWorld and Busch Gardens, all that, you do have a lot of upgrade options. Prices and upgrades are subject to change. So just make sure you check the website before you book it. Or check on the day if there are any spaces on the day, how much it's going to be. So the dolphin encounter, so you can actually have a proper private encounter with the dolphins.
It's not a bad price, to be fair, is it?
It's from $29 per person.
Oh, from?
Yeah, from.
Oh,
so
okay.
It depends on what day you go. If you go on a busy day, obviously it's going to be more.
Yeah.
Dolphins up close tour, so that's like you go behind the scenes with the keepers and all that stuff. It's kind of like a couple of hours thing. Prices are from $59 per person. Now, I don't know who'd be paying this kind of money, but obviously they do it, so that someone must. Ultimate VIP tour, so that's like around all of the animals. You get like quick queue on all of the rides, including the new ones.
So basically, you can go anywhere you like,
and you get your own guide.
But I'm sure you can't go anywhere you like.
No, you get your guide. Your guide takes you around.
Yeah, but say you want to go somewhere, and you can't do that. Do you know what I mean? What's you know what I mean?
Yeah. Prices are from $600 per person.
No,
thanks. Killer Whale close-up tour. So you can actually interact with the orcas like the trainers do. Prices are from $129 per person. It's a lot of money. Beluga encounter, that's from $59 per person, or an up close tour again where you get to interact with them more with the trainers and stuff, from $69. This next one I think you might be interested in.
Yeah, go on.
A penguin encounter. That's dead on $39 no matter what day you go.
Okay.
So
what's that involved then?
Well, you get to
touch them.
Yeah.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, all that kind of stuff. Like
okay.
Proper encounter with the penguins, like privately,
I might be interested in doing that.
Sea lions up close tour, that's from $70 per person, and the penguins up close tour, so that's even like go right behind the scenes.
Oh, the extra $40 though.
Yeah, price is from $69.
Oh, sorry,
per
extra
person.
$30. Sorry.
Yeah, walrus encounter. You can do that from $59 per person. Family adventure tour. So I think that's like you go around like a couple of the aquariums and things like that. That's from $99 per person. Sharks up close tour. So if you like sharks, and Savannah does at the moment, prices are from $19. Nobody really wants to see the sharks. Poor sharks.
It's not bad though, is it?
Poor sharks. SeaWorld Rescue Tour. So they'll take you around and they'll show you a little bit more about what they do for conservation and stuff like that. Prices are from $19 per person, and these are the ones you've all been waiting for. Reserve seating at all the dolphin and the orca encounters.
Yeah.
Quick queue unlimited, so you can do the rides as many times as you like, and the quick queue, and a one-time priority access to pipeline. Now, and they'll probably have another version of this where they will have a one-time access for Penguin Trek. Prices from that, depending on what day you go, they start from $29.99, which is not too bad, I don't think.
No, it's
really,
not too
per
bad.
person.
Just trying to think about it. That's not too bad.
But again, it depends on what day you go. If you go on a weekend, that's probably going to look more like $50, $60 per person. Reserve seating in the theatres for the shows and quick queue unlimited. Prices from that are from $19.99. I'm not being funny, I'd just pay the extra tenner and have the one-time access.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I'd pay the extra tenner for that.
Yeah.
Quick queue unlimited just on its own. Prices are from $14.99. Reserve seating on its own. Prices are from $14.99 again. 1 day photo key access pass. That's all your ride photos. On that, prices are from $70 on that one, which is quite a lot.
Quite a lot, yeah.
For considering they don't have as many rides as per se as Disney.
No.
And Universal. Also parking. If you've not got parking included with your ticket, your prices are from $30 a day. Now, I say from. They're usually $30 a day for standard parking, and I believe it's $45 for preferred parking. But obviously, if you're from the UK, you can usually get tickets that include free parking. So yeah, just double check that before you go if you are from the UK and you are planning this trip. That is it for this week. I've really enjoyed talking about SeaWorld.
I have, yeah.
I think SeaWorld has come like a long, long way.
It has,
It's really upped its coaster game. It's really doubled down on its conservation kind of stuff. I think it's something you need. You don't want to miss.
If you're going all that way for a family holiday, you can't miss SeaWorld.
Yeah, you can't miss SeaWorld. Honestly, it's just so. I mean, we've seen it evolve, obviously, from when we've been as children to now taking our children.
And it's something different because obviously everyone goes to Orlando for Disney and
Universal, and it's just a nice break from the norm.
There's so much more there than just Disney and Universal.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. And we'll be going into all the lesser known Orlando attractions as well. So stay tuned for that in the next year. Coming up as well. So coming up also, we've got an accessibility video. I'm going to be starting to film the accessibility around all of the parks in Orlando. I'm going to do a massive deep dive into accessibility because I feel like there's not a lot of information out there, and although people might take it and abuse it, it's very unlikely, really, because Disney and Universal and SeaWorld, the way they have their accessibility passes and everything is so you can't abuse it.
Yeah.
You do have to prove to some extent how your disability affects you. Not necessarily what your disability is, just how it affects you. So you have to usually provide some form of proof of that. Not in Disney, you don't, but in Universal, you do have to now.
Yeah.
And again, I'm going to do that in the next year. So,
most thing you're looking forward to when you go to SeaWorld?
Pipeline.
Well, you've been on it, have you?
Oh, yeah, okay. I'm really looking forward to doing it. And I'm also really looking forward to doing Mako again because I loved it.
Mine's Kraken.
Kraken, yeah, it's classic.
I'm looking forward to Pipeline, but I love that Kraken ride.
I'm really looking forward to Penguin Trek. I'm excited to see how that will pan out because I think it's going to be like Cheetah Run.
You have to show me the POV on that, or how it's supposed to look.
I'll show you a video of how they want it to look. But I think it's going to be like Cheetah Run, but obviously not as fast and as intense.
Cheetah Run,
where you go through.
Is that a really long ride? Is it?
Yeah, in Busch Gardens, where you go through the cheetah.
It's like an hour coaster, isn't it?
It's not an hour.
It felt like an hour. It was a very good coaster, but it felt like an hour. Longest coaster in the world.
It was a great coaster though.
Yeah, it was very good.
But I think it's going to be like that, where it's like, but less intense.
Okay.
And it's going to go through all the penguins, so you'd love that.
Yeah, okay.
I think. Yeah, that's what I'm looking forward to. Are you looking forward to? Did any of those upgrades take your fancy?
What the upgrade options?
Yeah.
Maybe the penguins, but.
Yeah, other than that, no. Yeah, I think next time we should take a bit more time around the animals.
Yes, I do, but
I think we were so itching to get the coasters done.
Yeah, to the coasters though, wouldn't you?
Yeah, of course you do. Make that your priority if you're a coaster geek like us.
I know it's a bit selfish with Savannah and Edward, but
No, Edward would be tall enough to go on everything.
yeah, but would he go on it though?
I think he will.
Yeah, we'll
He
try.
went on that. He went on that one in Clacton Pier with you, didn't he?
He did. Yeah, he did. To be fair,
And that
yeah,
was
he
his
did.
first inversion coaster.
He did. Yeah, to be fair, he did. Yeah. Let's see what happens when he goes out there.
So yeah, we're going to sign off. Have a lovely Christmas and a wonderful New Year, and we'll see you in 2024.
Bye.
Bye.